Chapter 10 Zuri and Tommy.
Zuri arrived at her parents' house shortly before her son's bus arrived. She greeted Thado at the end of the driveway, trying to give him a big hug. As other students walked to their houses, Thado hugged his mother lightly, feeling a bit embarrassed at his age. Inside, Thado greeted Gigi and started eating the sandwich she had prepared. While sitting at the kitchen island, Zuri inquired about how school was. Thado gave the general answer of, "It was fine." He quickly finished his snack and went into the office to do his homework. The garage door opened as Harold pulled in, returning from the grocery store. Gloria had given him a list of items she needed for dinner. In the kitchen, Gloria was checking off her menu: fruit parfait, stuffed peppers with turkey burger, whole wheat noodles, cornbread, sweet potatoes, string beans, and rolls. Zuri asked her mother what she needed her to do. Gloria assigned her to cook the turkey burger. Harold came in with a bag of groceries and began to placing some of the items on the counter. The desserts he placed in the refrigerator and freezer. Afterward, he placed the grocery bag on the hook inside the pantry. Knowing how his wife got panicky when preparing for company, even if it was just family, Harold asked what he could do to help. Gloria asked him to cut up the fruit while she boiled the peppers and prepared the mix for the cornbread. While reaching for a pan in the lower cabinets, Zuri bumped into her dad, who was pulling out a drawer for a knife to cut the fruit. They giggled and exchanged apologies for almost colliding. Harold then asked how she liked working at the wholesale store. Zuri said it was okay, but she knew it would be temporary. Harold was glad to hear that, though he was still concerned about why she had quit her previous job. He wasn't very sympathetic to the idea of handling an issue by quitting. The discussion was a little upsetting to Zuri, but she knew it had to happen at some point. Her parents had paid for her college education, which she truly appreciated. She wanted to teach science, but she could not in the current environment. Although she had grown up as a hard worker, she felt things were different now, and that kids today had no respect for authority. Her mother chimed in, stating that as a school principal, she had seen drastic changes over the years, and agreed with Zuri, much to Harold's disappointment. Zuri listed a few issues, the main one being that parents seemed to think teachers were supposed to raise their misbehaving children. Gloria shook her head in agreement, giving her husband a look of dissatisfaction. Harold finished cutting the fruit he was working on. He lightheartedly informed the mother and daughter duo, whom he jokingly referred to as Tina Knowles and Beyoncé, that he was done and was going to put the leaf in to expand the dining room table. Zuri hugged her dad and picked up the knife to continue cutting the remaining fruit. Harold walked down to the office to check on his grandson. He asked if his homework was done, and Thado confirmed that it was. Pop then inquired about Thado's English research project on global warming. Thado replied that it was going pretty smoothly. Pop asked him to come to the dining room to help pull apart the table to put a leaf in it, and Thado immediately jumped up to assist his grandfather. Once they were done, they went into the living room, and Pop turned on the television to watch his news program. The news covered the weather, wars around the world, some high school students getting into Ivy League schools, a story on SNAP benefits, and a sports segment. Tired of watching the news, Pop suggested they go outside to shoot some basketball. As they shot around, Thado pointed out that the news showed African American students getting into great schools. Pop agreed it was wonderful to see and challenged his grandson to do the same. Curious about what SNAP was, Thado asked his grandpa about it. Before he could answer, Tommy's truck pulled up. Pop encouraged his grandson to look up the acronym later. Tommy got out of his truck, freshly showered, dressed in nice slacks and a white polo shirt, his braided hair looking sharp. He walked over to the passenger seat and pulled out 2 bouquets of flowers. As he approached the house, Harold said, "You shouldn't have." Tommy smiled and received a hug from his son Thado. Harold continued, joking that Tommy was making him look bad and reminding him that it was just a family dinner. Tommy laughed and went into the house, followed by his son. The relationship between Harold and his son-in-law, Tommy, has changed dramatically over the years. Harold's initial distrust of Tommy stemmed from a protective instinct over his daughter Zuri. When they first met, Harold disapproved of the 5-year age difference, despite being 4 years older than his wife, Gloria. At the time, Zuri was a recent college graduate and had only been teaching for about a year, while Tommy worked at a car dealership fixing cars. Also at the time he was dating Zuri, Tommy had an 8-year-old son who lived out of state with his mother. Admittedly, being a first-time father at 18 years old, Tommy was very immature. In his early 20s, he put away his childish behavior and started paying child support and visiting his son, soon after the mother of his child moved out of state. Harold scrutinized Tommy's every move, questioning his intentions and doubting his commitment. Tommy, understanding Harold's concerns, patiently persevered, consistently showing his dedication to Zuri and their future together. Over time, Tommy's unwavering support and genuine love for Zuri began to chip away at Harold's reservations. Tommy's efforts to bond with Harold played a significant role in changing the dynamic. He sought Harold's advice on various matters, respected his opinions, and showed interest in the family's traditions and values. Harold, though initially skeptical, gradually began to appreciate Tommy's sincerity and the positive influence he had on the family. In recent months, Tommy has handled Zuri's mental stress with grace and resilience, earning Harold's admiration. Although they disagree on some things, their relationship is now built on mutual respect and understanding, a testament to Tommy's persistence and Harold's ability to recognize and appreciate the man Tommy has proven to be.
Do you think Harold's evolving relationship with Tommy is typical amongst father to son-in-law? Why or why not?
In the comments below, let us know your thoughts. Please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.